Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the NXT review for the 21st of December 2010. We are closing out the year of 2010 with this NXT show, and well, I don't know why they broke it down into multiple seasons. I guess for the elimination style, I guess they also kind of thought they were trying to make it unique, different, or whatever, but we've got in total about 100 episodes of the 700 or so of the series here already up. The San Diego Chicken, or some facsimile thereof, gets wheeled around in a wheelbarrow for the first several minutes by all of the rookies, and we literally waste about 12 or so minutes with rookie chases with a chicken in a wheelbarrow there. A six-person match is your main event tonight, and I can't imagine that anybody cares about a throwaway six-person. Anyway, we open up and actually go into a match relatively early. Johnny Curtis and Jacob Novak are here in singles competition. Curtis has in fact won several of the competitions that are here. Curtis is pretty dominant during the early stages, including a snap over for a vertical suplex. Of course, Curtis at this point having a good bit of experience on the New England Independents. Vicky Guerrero watching Novak, and he's kind of flirtatious, kind of selling everything that he's doing as far as feigning being hurt when he's hurt. And then we see a spinning neckbreaker by Johnny Curtis. Curtis goes to the outside early and hits the top rope, but gets sent off to the floor quicker than the average person would be comfortable with, I'm sure. Anyway, that leads to a good bit of run here. Needless to say, that's kind of where that aligns. And cut off by Novak. Novak is pretty dominant throughout the middle portion of the match. Some arm bars, arm locks, and the like. Also breaks things down into a chin lock and tries to hold his opponent down a good bit here. Armbar and a cinch up by Johnny Curtis would get a deal for everybody, but Dolph Ziggler sneaks in, gets a shot on Johnny Curtis, and a big kick for Jason Novak, and Novak gets a victory there. There is some debate about that. Then we see powerlifting from Derek Bateman. We also go into the kind of backstory of Bateman, who just really wants his opportunity to be had, and he says his fists are faith and justice or something injustice. It just really goofy 80s style promo. Conor O'Brien doing the I'm a rat deal doesn't exactly work. Of course, he goes on to be a member of the gimmick of the Ascension. Then we see testing of bridges where Daniel Bryan keeps saying no to the mat, and there is a trivia challenge later. Bateman is more focused on preparing for the trivia challenge than he is doing the bridges, and Bryan kicks out from underneath him in order to get things going here. Trivia challenge goes on for several minutes, and ultimately Derek Bateman is victorious in that situation. Conor O'Brien also has a run-in with wanting cheese, and Alberto Del Rio says if he wins NXT cheese, the rat can have all the cheese he wants. Yes, this is actually a thing. Ted DiBiase Jr., Brodus Clay, and Maurice are here or Maurice are here to kind of close out the program. Highlights from SmackDown with the Maurice thing, and Natalya is the six-person partner, the female partner of um, the babyface team. Maurice and Natalya start. I mean, that's the thing too. Natalya here for what, 14 years, 15 years now, and I mean only there truthfully because she's second generation at this point. Now, to be fair, I loved her in the Independents. I didn't mind her when she first came into WWE, but there's no reason at this point other than her stature as a second generation superstar to still be with the company at this point. Anyway, Maurice tries to cut things off, keep things simple, and she gets frustrated and annoyed. There is minor fighting between the women. Um, Natalya tries to get the sharpshooter on. Brodus Clay comes in, beats down on Byron Saxton for a couple of minutes. Obviously uses his weight and a beautiful belly-to-belly overhead suplex. Super athletic for a guy you're trying to build as a heel, which is the problem. You don't necessarily want him doing impressive moves that aren't aggressive to keep him healing, at the very least here. Kind of going forward that way. So, in any event, Ted DiBiase Jr. hits a couple of knees across the bridge of the nose of his opponent. And Chris Masters comes in, goes after DiBiase, but winds up in the wrong corner and back elbows and such. Back to Brodus Clay. Brodus Clay is continuing to be in the, I guess, aggressive, dominant heel role, and they really do look like at this point they have some plans for him. It doesn't go nearly as well as they expected, and his work on the NWA proves that he might have held on to wrestling for a little too long current day, but it is what it is. Ted DiBiase tries to cinch up on Byron Saxton. Saxton tries a babyface comeback. I think Saxton much better a heel than a babyface. Roll through though, and Masters ends up getting the tag back in, hits a decent spine buster on DiBiase and manages to look like a bit better than average babyface here. However, gets distracted by Brodus Clay. Beautiful dropkick under the chin by DiBiase gets things going back in the direction for the heels. Again, for the second time, Masters gets cut off in the corner. Masters tries to fight his way out for a second time here and does so for a little bit, but manages to get sent into the knee of the opponent, and again, kind of a cut off, and ultimately the women get tagged back in. They go brawling / rolling onto the floor. Not a good place for them to be by any stretch of the imagination. We're left with Brodus Clay and Byron Saxton in the ring. Clay using his power. Not a huge surprise there to gain a bit of an advantage. And Clay manages to hit a big power slam on his adversary here, leading to a bit of a upset at the last minute, and a turnaround by Byron Saxton getting the victory. That will close us for today. We'll be back with more right after this.